position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes it right for a big play. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jefferson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
these third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Horn. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to keep it in the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the ground with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw.
He's loose. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Lewis to throw. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Made the play on the bit, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive lineman. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the pass at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have any chance to be complete.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
With the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Using his legs, it's Parrish. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. The give. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone.
That is such a good job by the defense on 3rd down in their own end, rallying to the drag throw. Lots of offenses love to throw that because oftentimes there's a pick, a guy gets free, and he's able to just walk in, but the defense was prepared and they're ready for it. They make the tackle in bounds, now setting up 4th.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Lewis to throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the ground, it's Hill. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent.
Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 40.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Lewis wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bellamy. Breaks into the open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime, a chance to chip away here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Defense going all in to stop the run. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Knight. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Steps away. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down and...
Touchdown, Bucks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Knight. There's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. He makes the catch, but the officials right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. has it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Lewis to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
The power of Autzen Stadium on
seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Take this some.
Offensively, you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Pulls it in. It's Summers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass. It's Knight. Buying some time as he moves left. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. It takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Lewis to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open.
You got to be kidding me.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for space. It's Riggs. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll try to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Off play action. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Oregon. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Back to throw, it's Knight. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And This offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Lewis wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And tackled there by the defense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
It's a fumble! They recovered their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was fourth down and they'll give up the ball. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The defense really did its job, David, and now the offense can put a little breathing room in. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle.
It's a
We knew it was going
14-0.
to go down late into the fourth quarter.
And
At the
then
end
I
of the day,
just
the higher-ranked
started
team, David,
doing
they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah, what? Hey, boo. What happened? What? Wait. Go get your pajamas. I'm not gonna tell you again. No, we were downstairs talking about that's when we were all downstairs talking about. And the gym and that's the only thing. The purple in the down. All the downstairs. Jesus Christ. Put your pajamas on. Come on, turn it up. Hurry up. Oh, got out. What?